Hey team, it's Coach Coral here with Team Babe Athletics for another edition of Training Tip Tuesday. I hope everyone's week is off to a really great start. Lots of really cool stuff going on, but today I want to specifically talk about, in the theme of also our Tuesday swim day. If you're in Clearwater, Tampa Bay area, make sure you're coming out to join us this evening at Sand Key Park for our free open water swim session. Loose start at 5:30 for social distancing, and all paces, all abilities are welcome. So on that note and on that theme, I wanted to talk about something that I really feel doesn't get addressed very often. You hear a lot of talks about cold water swimming, which is great, but if you are living in somewhere like we are, like the state of Florida, or even swimming in pools that aren't temperature regulated, they can become very warm in the summer. And so there are some really particular precautions that you need to take into consideration when you're swimming in temps that are warm. And so by a warm temperature, typically up to about 82, 83, you can proceed as usual. Of course, hydrating as you always should be. But once you get above that kind of mid 80 to high 80 temperature benchmark, things become really critical and you need to be very intentional about how you're approaching swims in those sorts of conditions. The primary reason being is that unlike running in warm weather, your body isn't able to sweat and then have that natural cooling mechanism of evaporation happen. So when you're in warm water, you just kind of stay hot. So this can lead to some issues with overheating and dehydration much more quickly than simply running or exercising, not in water, but on land and in warm temperatures. So a few things to take into consideration. Hyperhydrate beforehand. Make sure that you're going into your swim very well hydrated, with electrolytes, not just water. So things like Nuun are great to drink going into your swim. During your swim, you also want to take breaks to hydrate. I know a lot of us, especially if you kind of grew up old school where hydrating during a swim wasn't really a focus. This can be a break from your typical routine, but make sure that you're taking a drink with you to the beach or to the pool that is also iced down. So drinking a cool beverage can also help lower your core temperature in the middle of your session. And also make sure that that beverage has electrolytes in it, that it's not just water, so that you are replenishing the electrolytes that you're burning through while you're swimming, but also preventing those muscle cramps, which can just not be fun, but they can also lead to unsafe circumstances. So, and then the third part of hydrate is once you are finished, make sure that you're replenishing all of the fluids and all of the liquids that you've lost, also with preferably a cold beverage that is also highly full of electrolytes. So hydrate in that order, be intentional, and definitely in the middle of your workout, take breaks to hydrate. I know that this can especially be difficult when we're on the beach, but versus kind of taking an adventurous long swim, a mile out, a mile back, chunk it up into short, even 10-minute intervals that you're hopping out of the water, getting onto the shoreline, taking a few sips to cool down, rehydrate, and then get back in the water. So there's lots of fun things that you can do with shorter segmented open water swims. Come out and let me know if you need help with this afternoon, or if you're in the team group, we'll also be talking about some of these shorter segmented open water swims where you can do focused work on drills and these sorts of things. All right, so jumping forward from the hydration train, something else to take into consideration is that when you are working harder, your temperature will go up. You're exerting more energy, more force, and you're going to get a little bit more heated than if you were just taking it easy. So if you are needing to do sprint work, I would not recommend doing it in water that is warm or hot. This can definitely contribute to and lead to overheating, which is no fun. So definitely moderate your pace. So take it easy, take this time to work on your technique, on your form, on your endurance, and just be very mindful of fast swimming in warm water, okay? So the third piece of this is also, I know that, again, we may not like to hear this, especially if we're starting to ramp back into our fitness, but don't hesitate to cut a swim short if you are starting to feel like you're just, like you can't get your temperature back down, that your heart rate is shooting through the roof, these sorts of things. Listen to your body. That is something that we preach with our athletes and work on all the time. And it's something that's just so critical for your long-term success as an athlete, is knowing when to just call a session, because once you get past your body's threshold to maintain homeostasis and cool itself down, you're just getting into the danger zone, and there's no point in trying to push through to complete an as planned session to the detriment of your recovery and even your health. So I hope that y'all take these hydration points into consideration, your pacing considerations, and also just tuning in and listening in to your body when it's telling you that maybe today is not the day, and it's okay. It's okay to adapt and modify your plan for the sake of your overall recovery and your well-being. So please be safe out there, have fun, always have fun, but do be safe and be mindful, especially as we start to get into the depths of summer and really start experiencing these warm temperatures. If you can get to a pool that is temperature regulated, that's definitely in your best interest for some more focused sessions. But I know a lot of people are turning to open water for social distancing concerns, and that's awesome. But just, again, be mindful and stay safe out there. Some really cool stuff coming up. If you're looking for some adventure or just to mix it up a little bit, we have since April been running our base builder, which has been an absolute blast. We've had at least 35 ladies joining us over the past few months. We're rolling this in 4-week blocks. And so it's a 3-week build, 1-week recovery. It's only $19 a month. It's free if you're a member of the team. And basically you can choose from 3 different levels. Hey, Sally, I'll see you at the beach. See you out there. That'll be awesome. But you can choose from 3 different levels. So whether you're just, looking to maintain your base level fitness for a sprint, kind of venturing in the Olympic, or even prepping for a great half Ironman base, this is definitely a great plan for you. And of course, we always do strength training and mobility at the top of the swim, bike, run. And then looking forward towards August, just 5 weeks away now. That's wild. So looking towards August, we will be ramping into an 18 to 20-ish week build for some later season half and full Ironmans. So if you're interested in doing some focused work, I know that there's a lot of different stuff going around, situation-wise in the country. And so we are offering also a virtual race option in December that will culminate, that the camp will culminate in. So even if you're not doing Challenge Daytona as our team race, or things just go sideways, we still have that benchmark that you can work towards and just test yourself at the end of the 18 weeks. So come on out, join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Lots of really great training nuggets along the way. I'll pop the link in the comments also for some really definitely need another cup of coffee. I'll pop the link for the camp and the base builder in case you're interested. Hope you join us. But if you have any questions, please just shoot me a message and we'll get back with you for anything you might be wondering about. So with that, have an awesome Tuesday. Have a great week. Stay safe, have fun, and stay badass. We'll see you guys